So in general, the cost of a student owning a car on campus can be expensive. Some of these costs include parking, gas, monthly maintenance on the car, and one of these problems that can be the biggest for students is parking. Some apartment properties such as JSM offers monthly parking for around $100 a month, as some parking garages offer monthly rates as expensive as $200 per month, which considering the school year is about 8 months, this can be anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000. And another option for students is getting a street parking pass, which is around like $30, but this doesn't actually guarantee parking, which is a problem. And the other problem for students owning a car is definitely gas. We found in a study that the average person from 20 to 34 years of age travels around 18,000 miles, and figuring that the average car gets about 25 miles per gallon and gas is around $2.30, considering a student would travel less than that, around like 10,000 miles. We figure this is around like close to $1,000 per school year. So considering both of these problems, it's definitely evident that students need to take some type of public transportation.
So by using public transportation, you reduce carbon emissions, make the road safer, and save a lot of money. If many people take the bus instead of driving, it will reduce the amount of carbon emissions because less car will be on the road. Also, here in Madison, the roads get congested during certain times throughout the day, and taking public transportation will help solve that problem. Along with that, having more people using public transportation would would reduce the accident rate significantly because fewer cars will be on the road and drunk people might just take bus instead of driving. Lastly, if more people took public transportation, that will show the metro system that people want to use the bus system, and they might just add more buses on the routes, or they will create some new routes, and that will make the bus system quicker and easier to use.
So overall, we think that the UW-Madison campus does a pretty good job providing public transportation options for students. One of these being the 80 bus, which will take students anywhere on campus that they have to go. One of the problems, however, that we see with this is that once temperatures start dropping and it starts getting colder, that students are less likely to want to wait at these bus stops as the schedules aren't always exactly on time. So sometimes it's almost better to walk to class. So maybe a solution to this could be having more buses so that students can wait at the bus stops and the buses will get there on time. Another form of transportation on the UW-Madison campus is the B-Cycle program, which allows students to check out a bike for free for a maximum of half an hour, but then after that they begin to pay for the bike. So that's definitely a problem that we see, as if it were free, that this would be a lot more affordable for students.
I think that the biggest issue with the bus system so far is that you have to wait for a maximum of 15 minutes, and you have to wait in the cold during the winter. And so it might be a 15-minute walk to class or a 3-minute bus ride, but when you have to wait 15 minutes, it's quicker to walk to class. So if the bus system were to add more buses on certain lines, like the most popular lines, then they could make the wait times less, like closer to 5 minutes or even 10 minutes. And then that would actually save time for students. Another solution would be to create 4 or 5 bus routes on campus just for students. Like we have the 80, that it is a really long route and long wait times. And I was looking at the University of Minnesota's bus system, and they actually have several routes just for the campus and students, and the wait times are a maximum of 5 minutes. If this university were to implement a bus system that just makes loops around campus, so just like southeast to Bascom and Union South, and then like Lakeshore, Union South, and Bascom area, then students would be more likely to use it, and the wait times could be a lot shorter.
So other transportation options can also help solve the problems, such as the Zip car, which is our short period car rental system. So it usually costs $5 to $7 per hour, and so a lot of students can use one car. Students can use the car when they need to do so without personally owning a car. And maybe a better bike sharing system with more stations, or we can employ another running mode, just like Mobike, which is a famous bike sharing system using in China and the UK. So the bikes use the mobile network to locate the bike, and if the people want to use it, they can unlock and lock the bike using an application on the phone. And when the people get to the destination, they can just park the bikes into any nearby bike racks, and that is really convenient.